13 years old with a shoebox stash. Yeah,
The Nike shoebox for holding all this cash. Okay. Boys in blue.
You know how you got a shoebox of in your house? Well, I keep that in the kitchen.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Shoebox Podcast, the number one shoe podcast in the world. I'm your host, Chewy.
I'm your host, Oscar.
And end of the year podcast.
This is it, baby. Everything that we've been anticipating, the one that everybody's kind of been talking about, you see multiple people talking about, and that's going to be what's the sneaker of the year.
Yeah.
In particular, I think we're just going to dedicate this entire episode to us talking about the top 10 sneakers, and we're going to try to come to an agreement as to what we find being like the number one sneaker of the year.
Exactly.
Which I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Do you want to just start us off and I think we should talk about some memorable mentions, like some shoes that we liked but aren't on your top 10 list.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to start it off.
I think the eBay dunks, it was a really cool concept. The shoe itself looks good, obviously I feel like it's more like a display thing, not really like a shoe I'd really want to wear, but still good execution. A lot of the SBs, I really liked most of the shoes they've come out with this year, like the Why So Sad, the Skate Like a Girl, like just solid colorways all the way through.
They did justice this year, I feel like, for the SB dunks.
They didn't really come out with anything ugly, so I was hyped on that.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's not many things that are got me upset that I was like, oh, this thing is trash.
Yeah, no, I know.
Complete trash. I think for me, I have a few that I can think of. One of the big ones, because I know not a lot of people, I guess it's one of those 50-50s where I feel like when I ask somebody, and it's going to be the Jordan 4 Red Thunders.
Yeah.
That one came out in the beginning of the year, so it's kind of a shoe that people forgot actually released this year. And I feel like compared to a lot of the Jordan 4s, this one's one that's skipped on and a lot of people just kind of forgot about. I know you don't like them.
I think they're fine. It's just I don't know.
It's whatever.
I feel like maybe it's just the black and red. I think it's a cool shoe for I think I don't like them. I wouldn't wear them, but I think they look cool on other people.
That's yeah. I mean, I like them. I like them. I don't know, something too. I haven't pulled the trigger on them, so I can't. And that's what I'm saying. For me, it's I don't think it'll be a top 10 because it's not a shoe that I see myself really wearing.
I'm trying to get.
Yeah, but I respect that color. I respect the way that it's set up and everything like that. I mean, Jordan 4 has made a great comeback this last 2 years. It's been crazy. The hype is insane, but I would have to skip on that pair as far as buying them because I feel like I said there's better options for a Jordan 4 right now. Any other pair you have?
Anything that I can think off the top of my head.
Okay.
Just the starfishes. I think we talked about those a little bit.
The women's
starfishes, the Jordan High. I think that's a really good. I didn't really know that shoe was coming out, and the quality on the leather looks really nice.
Yeah,
the color looks good. I think that's a little and it's called a starfish because I thought it would be black and stuff on it because we had the low starfish. So
and it has some black toe kind of going on with them.
Yeah.
The thing too about those is that they're going for under retail too, so it's not even it's a heck of a steal when you're paying less in retail for them. So I think that's a good honorable mention. I would say for me too, I would have put up the Georgetown Jordan 185s. I feel like that's another pair that had some hype, kind of died off, but I still really, really like that shoe. And I know the color combo is not my favorite, but I still definitely think it's one of those better releases as far as quality too.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a good shoe that I think deserves a good conversation around there.
Yeah.
I don't know about top 10 though. Maybe top 20.
Yeah.
Maybe because I feel like there's so many other shoes too that I can think of too that I would probably purchase before then. Anything else you got?
Nothing that I can think of on the top of my head. I know there's a lot of shoes that came out this year. But
I have a list, so I came prepared. I just wrote down every shoe that I feel like is
a good mention. Yeah.
It's a good shoe and stuff like that. So I'm just going through my list. I think the last pair that I would want to throw out there would be the Nike Air Max Travis Scott, the brown pair.
The brown pair, even the other one, like the light like beige, not the whole shoe one. It's like colored.
Yeah.
But there's like two pairs of the brown one, and there's like a tan pair.
I think tan pair were like a friends and family version of it.
Was it? Because I was looking them up, and like that one's sick too. I like both of those. I just don't really like the one that's like a solid like beige color or like a yellowish khaki color. I think those were kind of.
Let me see. Nike
much,
Air Max.
But I think when we actually had a pair of those and we sold them, it was one of those pairs that we like. The more you looked at it, the more you liked it.
The lemon drop. This one.
Yeah, those are sick too. I like those.
Okay. Because I think there's like another version of this, but I might be thinking about the wrong pair. But yeah, those ones are clean too. Mm-hmm. But I still only like.
But the brown ones are
the Jack Borky brown, the brown ones.
Damn, what size? How much are they going for now?
I'm a size 10, 400.
Okay. They did go up.
Yeah. A little bit, but it's a good shoe. I feel like that shoe is very like slept on as far as like the Travis Scott like lineup and stuff like
the
that.
Collaboration.
Because I feel like just the Air Max hasn't had its wave, or people kind of like just the Air Max model in general, because we saw the which one I was just talking about, the Air Max white Patas. I feel like that one's a great shoe too, and I feel like very forgotten, very much forgotten. People I think forgot that this shoe even dropped, but we can put a picture of them so people can remember. Pop the photo in here, and so people can see, and I think that like is a shoe that I still want to acquire. I just haven't ran into it just because I don't think like it's very popular as far as like people just having those pairs for sale and stuff like that. I mean, you can go onto like StockX probably or eBay and buy something like that, but I mean, I'm one of those people that I feel like I would try to get like a better deal on them. So
yeah, no, for sure.
So I'll probably end up waiting, and when the time comes, I'll end up buying those.
I think a lot of people slept on the Travis Scott Air Maxes because like the Air Trainers like break so hard.
Oh yeah. I didn't like those ones. Though, to be honest,
they were all right, but like I think people got scared with like all the Air Max like Travis Scott stuff. They like were like, oh, let's just get rid of it, because they were like, I think they were like the Air Trainers were decent price, and then when they released, they went like negative retail.
Yeah, because I remember we were gonna buy a pair for retail, but then I realized that market had gone below retail, so I ended up passing on them too. Just at least for resale purposes, not for personal, more for like reselling purposes. I was just like, not a shoe, and I would have hated to have bought them from somebody and pay them under retail. So I was just kind of like, nah, I think I'd pass on them, because I couldn't be able to pay you the retail.
I wouldn't feel right.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right with those pairs when they just like are under retail and people buy them for retail. And like I said, the offer for usually those type of deals are going to be way below, but we're getting off a topic.
No, sorry about that, guys. Sorry.
But let's jump right into now. Let's talk about our personal top 10s, and then we can tackle down, and then we can start conversating about what we together as a unit think would be the top 10. We don't have Anthony here, so we can't speak for him, so it'll just be between us two. And always in the comment section, like if you guys have your top 10, drop your top 10 sneaker list. It's always good to see. Maybe we missed some pairs. But do you want to start us off with your pairs?
Do you want me to just go from the bottom to the top?
Dude, yeah, start 10 and up, and then I'll go next after you. And I'm excited to hear your list.
All right. So the New Balance protection pack. I've seen a lot. I think it's really cool because like people, like there was like a big wave of like, trainers and like, like the Ultra Boost, like everybody was doing like a runner kind of thing, and it's been like kind of dead for a while. So New Balance like putting some like a little bit of like different style into like their classic models, and like kind of bringing it back a little bit for people who are wearing like trainers again and like runners. I think it's dope. The Taxi Toes.
Okay, Jordan 1s. Those are your nine.
That is a 9. Yeah, a 9.
That is a 9.
They're not in like the important ones are like in the right order, but you know, that's a good shoe. Really good colorway. Still slept on, but I really like that shoe. I have that shoe.
Okay.
The Bad Bunny forums.
Okay.
We had to throw them in there just because.
Which all of them, like all the ones that were released, or like which is there a particular color?
Just the white ones.
The white ones.
The blue ones released this year?
Yeah. Blue ones released this year, yeah, because they had the Puerto Rico exclusive.
Right.
And then they released like I think a month later, right after that. But
I'll throw both of them in there then.
So blue and white forums for Bad Bunny.
I'll put them both in there just because it's like
again, it's a tie.
Again, people like because the white ones you can wear with everything.
Yeah. We were just talking about how like it's such an easy shoe to wear, but that's a good choice.
And then the baby blue ones just because
Interesting choice. No, I don't know if they're my top 10. I considered it, but I don't know. But
Yeah.
okay.
I would put them in there. I'd probably put them under I'd probably put them under all these, but so
Okay.
I'm kind of just wrote these down.
So these aren't really too much in order. These just kind of like saying like
just like okay. Let me clarify. Bad Bunny, we'll put them at 10.
okay.
The New Balances put at 9. Taxi Toes will put them at 8.
Okay.
Okay. The Kobe Mambacitas,
Okay.
good shoe. Glad like the Nike. Well, I don't know if there's still like the deals going on with them if they're gonna actually put out more retros of Kobe
No, yeah,
shoe.
they are because they re-signed the contract.
Nice.
So yeah, so that should be. We'll be seeing more from Kobe. So that's some good stuff that's gonna be coming out. There's still a lot I think that people want retro.
Yeah, and I think like we were kind of shaky about that. Like we thought that was gonna be the last shoe because like they hadn't re-signed yet. So
Yeah.
that's a good shoe. The Turtle Doves.
So that's 7, right? Or no, 6. You have Turtle Doves at 6.
That's at 5. Turtle Doves at 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And we were talking about this earlier too, because I, not specifically with you, but with other people, where I was mentioning turtle doves, and people weren't wanting to like qualify them because they were like a retro. But we, like I was telling you, it's like, dude, it's been like 7 years since that shoe came out. I think at this point, it's just a retro. So
yeah, and it's like you said, like the Chicago, like the Lost and Found Chicago.
Yeah, like the Lost and Founds.
That's pretty much a retro too.
It's a retro. Yeah, basically, it just has some minor like details changed to it, but it's literally the exact same shoe.
Yeah.
But I think it's a qualifier. I mean, I don't know what you guys think. Comment below. But I think you should qualify those turtle doves as a shoe for like this year that like released.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Okay.
So number 4.
Number 4, the Dodger Dunks.
Okay.
SB.
Okay.
Solid colorway. I still want a pair so bad.
Can't argue with you.
Easy to get to, or like they're starting to get really expensive. But
they I feel like they started like when they dropped, like they were like okay, and then now we're starting to see that like okay, like maybe like people are starting to buy more because I feel like it's getting hard to get a good deal on them. Like people tend to tax on them.
Yeah. So for number 3, it'd be all the Union Dunks.
Okay. So no particular color, just all 3 are in the same pack.
I like the Lakers and the pistachio ones more. The Union, the blue ones have been like the ones that like I think
they're like Argons.
The Argons, yeah.
Yeah,
those are the ones that they've made a lot of. But the Laker ones I've been like really digging.
Wow, I like. Okay, so for me, like, and I like the blue pair. Then it would go the Laker colorways. It has a name. It's not the Laker colorway, but we call them the Laker colorway.
I just call it like, yeah.
And then the pistachios are probably 3rd for me, which is interesting because I like the blue one.
Yeah. I think it's just because I've seen so much of them like all the time.
People bring them in all the time, probably.
Yeah, so
like,
I'd rather like get the Laker or the pistachio. I don't know, the pistachio I like them, but I think the Laker ones just for some reason the colors like really hit for me.
Yeah, it's true. It's a clean colorway.
It's a clean colorway. And then the Jackie Robinson Dunks.
Okay.
That's pretty high up there.
That's pretty high up there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'll move them around real quick.
We'll talk more. We'll talk more as far as order and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. But that's a good shoe too. It was crazy how expensive that shoe was going for.
What's it at now? I think like $400.
Yeah, I think it's like probably like a regular price, like $400 to $500.
That's not regular.
Well, it's pretty expensive still, but like before they released, they were going for $2,000.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. Yeah. That's crazy. So
they were going for a lot of money.
Yeah, now they're like I think for I haven't checked honestly, but I think they're going for $400. Actually, let's just check, just because I'm curious as far as if they moved anything. Lowe's. Okay, yeah, they've moved actually. So it looks like they're roughly like 400 plus. So it's not just around the 400. Some pairs. So if you wanted a pair your size, say
540.
540 for a size 13 for me would be around 460. So yeah, we're getting to the 500 number range. It's just crazy. But again, just to input a little bit more, I know it's a good shoe as far as like I look at it as more like a sports memorabilia piece.
Yeah.
And something that somebody's going to want to collect more than like something that someone's going to wear. So
yeah. I just think it's really cool that they did something for him.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think just like, the story behind, Jackie Robinson's, you don't know this. Yeah. If you know the story, but number 2, we're going to do the reverse mochas, Travis Scott's.
Okay. Travis
Scott reverse mochas.
Okay. But that's your number 2?
Yeah.
Did you replace it with something? Because I thought you said Jack and Robinsons were number 2 or were they number 3?
I just realized I messed up. Again, we'll fix the order later. But I realized that I put one of them in the wrong spot. But
okay,
so yeah,
number 2.
Jackie Robinsons would be number 3. I just realized I messed up, guys.
Okay.
The Travis Scott reverse mochas.
Okay.
I think the shoe came out really well.
Yeah.
Colorway's fire.
Good shoe.
You know, it really helped out the reseller community, you know.
Yeah.
It's kept its value, and I think the shoe itself is just like, you know, everybody wants it, so.
Yeah. I still want them. Like, and like, as soon as you saw those images, you knew it was going to be, like, a crazy ticket price. But sadly, none of us hit, so nobody has them. And
can't always hit, guys.
If I could get a good price, I might buy them, but I don't know. It's a crazy price right now too, and I don't think it'll drop anytime soon. So
no, they might go up too.
Yeah, that's the crazy part about that. So, and as your number one, I think I know what you're gonna say. I hope you know. Okay.
Yeah. Probably one of the best releases we've had in a long time.
I think one of the most exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing. Was like, I feel like there's some months like where we'll go like 2-3 months where like we don't see anything super crazy or like something that you really, really want. But when we saw these, I feel like it was very anticipated. We made like at least like 5 to 10 videos on this. Like we were just excited to have them and something that we needed and wanted. There was still a little percentage of people who didn't like them, but I think a majority of the people really enjoyed that shoe.
Yeah.
Me included. So I'm like, really, it's like a shoe that I think deserves like, if not number 1, like top 3.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. And I think it's going to be an easier shoe for a lot of people to get too.
Yeah.
So like that's why I would put it over like the reverse mocha, just because not a lot of people are going to get that shoe.
Mm-hmm.
But the reverse mocha had a great colorway and like a great impact. But
yeah. So what did you base your list off of, if you don't mind me asking?
I think just like while working the mall, so it's like just trends of what people are wearing, what people are talking about.
Okay.
And also just kind of like seeing like what sells well, you know. Obviously, I didn't like go off like military blocks or anything like that, but I don't know. It's also like
your personal like would I wear them? Are they popular? So you went, how popular are they? Is it a colorway that's wearable and that I would wear?
Yeah.
And then people talk about, right? You're saying so people that are like excited for this shoe.
Exactly.
Got you. All right. Now time for the real top 10 list. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna fix my list right now.
I'm gonna go in order, 10 and up. At number 10, I have the same New Balance 2002 protection pack. You said you had it at 9, so interesting to see that, you know. And New Balance is making a great comeback.
No, yeah, they're killing it.
They're doing great. I mean, they had the what was that other one? The other model, the one that you had?
The 550s.
The 550s. They were killing. I feel like they kind of like slowed down because I feel like they mass produced them.
Yeah.
But still, like New Balance is still in the conversation, and now you're saying like how you're talking about the runner phase, and like they're still able to like create something even though that phase kind of went and came a little bit, and again they come back and they reinvent it in a cool way that like we've never seen before, and I think that takes a lot of work. So I think that's why I put it in my top 10, because it's like one of the only few runner shoes that I see making a possible like comeback and push into 2023.
Yeah.
So bold prediction, but that's what I think is going to keep happening.
And they're definitely making way more moves than Adidas is. So it's kind of crazy right now that New Balance is like way more in the culture right now than Adidas is.
Yeah. So like it's just Adidas has a lot more work to catch up with. They have potential, but yeah, there's definitely I'd say was not the year for Adidas.
No, not at all.
Number 9, the Air Max White Patas. So I think people forgot about these shoes. Yeah. So I feel like I was telling you, like, I think it's just one of those shoes that people forget about, but it's still, in my opinion, one of the better shoes. And Air Maxes, I feel like I just said that was people forgetting about Air Maxes.
Yeah, they are. They're sleeping on Air Maxes.
I feel like weren't around the time where Air Maxes were actually really popular, and people were wearing those with fits. And I feel like, you know, with the right outfits, the right, you know, influencers, we'll see that shoe eventually have like a nice comeback.
Yeah.
Right now is not the time, but I still like them. I still enjoy them, and I think it's going to be one of those shoes that, in like the long run, will stand its time, and it might be even like, I don't even know like the word to say, like kind of retroed a little bit, or like looked upon as like, oh, like that was a good collaboration. Exactly. There's other colorways too, but
these ones, the Monarch with the, I really like these ones. The orange ones.
Yeah, the orange ones are really hard.
I want those.
But that was my number 9. At number 8, it's something that probably some people are gonna hate on, but I'm gonna say Fire Red 3s. It's everything I wanted from a retro 3, bro. Like, it's like we haven't had a good retro 3 in a while, actually. Like, I can't wait. What did it drop last year?
The Cardinal 3s.
No.
Oh, this came out this year.
This
too,
came out
right?
this year, but still.
I don't remember any ones that came out last year at all.
No, I think the last pair that I really wanted was in like 2018 when they dropped the cement 3s.
Oh yeah, those are tough.
The black cement 3s, like that's a good shoe. So this is another shoe that I'm like, it got re-retroed, had the Nike ear in the back. It's like everything you would have wanted. Like, yeah,
and the quality was really good on this release.
Yeah, good quality. Like, it's just like I feel like people are just the Jordan 4 is just like big brother, little brother. Yeah, and it's just kind of overshadowed with all the other retro releases and stuff. But like 3s is always going to be a good shoe in my book. Yeah. So that's why I'm going to put that one at number 8. Number 7 I have is the off-white Air Force One Brooklyns. Dude,
biggest W of the year right there.
That too. We were able to hit for retail, so maybe that's why I like them more. But when it comes like comparing price points, like I know I base it off of like, is this a shoe that I would buy? I would buy this, and it's one of the more affordable like off-whites like Air Force, because people talked about the Louis Vuitton ones, and I don't have that on my list, to be clear, because it's just a crazy price point. Yeah. And I think these ones, the color was pretty fire. You still get the off-white, the off-white look on the shoe, but the price points are just around the same like the Travis Scott price point. So I'm like, it's one of those shoes where you can pick between a Travis Scott or an Off-White. Yeah. So that's why I put it in my list. Following that, we have the Dodger Dunks, and that would be number 7. Was there 7? 6? No, that's 6, because the Brooklyns were 7. So number 6, I have the Dodger Dunks.
Dodger Dunks killed it this year, guys.
Yeah, it's a good shoe. I know you had a little bit more higher, right? Would you have those Dodger Dunks at?
I changed it to 7.
Oh, okay. So we're right around there, 6 to 7.
I went through and like double check. Dude, I went through and fixed it real quick.
I wear my pair, bro. Yeah. Like, I'm trying not to wear them as much because I feel like, I just want to have these for my collection forever. But I need a good cleaning on these. But we wear our shoes, so
you gotta wear your shoes, guys.
And the price points, like I said, is not crazy yet. They are kind of harder to get. I know it's not something that people want to pay probably like $300 plus for. Yeah. At least people too who like actually want to skate them, like they're not gonna be dropping that. But I still think it's a good shoe.
It's a fire shoe.
Okay, number 5. Military blacks. Nothing more to say. I'm just gonna keep it short and simple. It's a shoe that sells for a reason.
It's a good shoe. It's a good
and
shoe.
You know what I mean. Like if you got them before the price went up, like it's a good shoe. It was a good cop at that time. Yeah. Now I don't know. That might be a little hard to buy with the price point, but I think it's gonna be one of those cleaner colorways later down the line.
Oh yeah, still a good shoe. And I think with time, like we're gonna like really see how much we really appreciate the shoe.
Yeah, you're gonna really see that. So number 4. Same thing, Union Dunk Lows. What did you put yours at?
I got them at 5.
5, 4. Yeah, we're kind of close. We're kind of close on that. Same thing. I don't want to add more to that. And then we get down to the top 3. My top 3 are going to be Orange Lobsters. I mean, come on. It's the Lobsters. We're getting them again in an orange colorway. Fire. And then number 2 is the Low Reverse Mochas. I think that's what you had too, right?
I had them at 2 as well, yeah.
Wow. What'd you have at 3?
I lost. I had 3. I had the Kobe Mambacitas.
Okay. Definitely don't have those on my list. But, okay. Number 1.
Lost and Founds.
The Lost and Founds. Like, come on. So, with that in mind, we have New Balance 2002 Protection Pack, Air Max White Patas, Fire Red 3s, Off-White Brooklyn Air Forces, the Dodger Dunk SBs, the Military Blacks, the Union Dunk Lows, the Orange Lobsters, and the Low Reverse Mochas, and Lost and Founds at number 1. Anything from this, I think we should work on. I think we should just focus on the top 3, to be honest, because I feel like that's where we come down to, because we have the same 2 where we have Lost and Found at number 1, the Low Reverse Mochas at number 2. Mm-hmm. I feel like we need to find our 3rd pair that we can agree on, because you have number 3 as the Kobe Mambacitas, right? Yep. The thing about that is, how many people have you seen wear those shoes?
No, it's a collector's item. I feel like people are like, as a collect, I feel like it's more of a collector thing, but I think the price point is it's pretty expensive shoe.
It's for me. This is why I'm gonna argue for number 3 is gonna be it's expensive and no one really wears them.
Yeah.
It's not you're not gonna play ball in them. I mean, if you do, you're probably an NBA player, but
yeah, right.
But like the average person is not gonna just buy these and just like ball in them. So it's like it's gonna be a collector piece, and the same reason I feel like I don't have Jackie Robinson's in mine. It's just like it's a collector piece. Like the average person is not gonna wear it, and I look at it too like just the average Joe Schmo who just wants maybe just some cool sneakers. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Like average person, bro, and price points. That's why I try to keep these around that price. That's why I didn't put the Louis V ones either, because it's like the average person who works like a normal job, it makes maybe minimum.
Them, you know what I mean?
That's what I haven't even seen them in my hand personally.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, reverse mochas, the low reverse mochas and the Brooklyns, like they're around like 1,100. Yeah. Someone can really like grind and save and get those, or put in the work to buy and resell shoes and eventually get those in their collection. Yeah. Where I feel like that's like almost like 10 grand, I think is what they're going for. So it's like I don't think that's something someone's gonna be acquire really quick. You gonna look at the price on them?
I can't remember. I thought they were going for like $1,000, but I'm trying to remember.
Oh well, it depends on which ones. I think I'm thinking about the auction paired.
Oh, okay, got you. So there's like a general release pair too.
Yeah, well those are Mambacitas, right?
Yeah, Mambacitas, the Sweet 16s.
Yeah, but I was talking about the Louis V ones. Those ones.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah. I got you. I was just trying to remember how much the Kobe's were going for because I forgot.
Yeah, I think they kind of dropped a little bit, but they were at one point they were like $700.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you have below that?
Turtle doves.
You really don't think the lobsters deserve number 3? It's
just kind of one of those things too, where it's like they're coming out the end of the year.
Oh, so you don't think we've had enough time with them to like consider it?
Yeah, like I've seen one in hand, but it's like the year's almost done.
Oh, okay.
So like I kind of think that the turtle doves like having those like hit of nostalgia back, and like when we all like started really getting into sneakers was like around when those dropped.
Yeah, so I definitely have a lot of nostalgia and like a lot of memories with those shoes. So like I would put it maybe like I would rearrange my list and maybe put it in the top 10, but I don't think I can make it my top 3.
Yeah, no. But if I had to pick between the turtle doves and the orange lobsters, if like somebody was gonna give me them to wear, I would probably pick the orange lobsters because that's more of my style.
Okay. But okay, we gotta change this up though. What do you have Union Dunks at?
5.
What do you have below that?
Jackie Robinson dunks.
So number 4 is Jackie Robinson's.
Number 4 is turtle doves.
I just wouldn't put those, dude.
No.
I think we should put Union Dunks because you have them at 5 and I have them at 4
as a top 3.
Top 3.
I could live with that.
That's what I'm saying, right?
No, okay. Like I think that they made enough pairs where a lot of people got them, but there's still enough hype for like, they keep their like they haven't dropped or dipped or anything. They haven't braked. I think they're really cool shoes, and I think we could put those. I'd be cool with that because, again, like the lobsters, they're more of an expensive shoe, and we're barely getting them, So I would be down with that.
Okay, so we got the top 3. I think we should just do the top 10. Let's just
run it through.
So, so we got top 3, right? Lost and Found, number 1. Number 2, we got the reverse mochas. Number 3, we got the Union Dunk lows. Now at number 4. You have turtle doves, right? You said. Can we put turtle doves at number 5?
You're gonna put the lobsters at number 4?
Are you okay with lobsters being number 4? You think?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so we'll go lobsters number 4, and then turtle doves, which I don't even have on my list.
You were really hyped on them when they came out. He was really hyped.
I do like them. It's just hard for me to put them like I think with so many other shoes that I like, but I think I would sacrifice the Air Max white Pattas off of my list.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, it is forgotten and the hype's not there for it. It might be my favorite shoe or one of my favorite shoes, but I don't think it's everyone's favorite shoe. So I would eliminate that and put the Yeezy Turtle Doves on there. Number 5 is still kind of high, but can we put let's do this. I think the Dodger Dunks is a better shoe than the Turtle Dove.
Yeah, me too. I've been wanting them so bad. I talk about them.
That's
so
what I'm
much.
saying. Like we could. I think it would be more fair if we would decide to go Dodger Dunks at number 5.
Okay.
And then Turtle Doves at number 6.
Got you.
Right.
And then number 7. What would you want?
What do you have? Go back. What are your remaining?
I have Taxi Toe Jordan 1s.
Not on my list. What else
list.
you got?
We got the Kobe's.
I think you got to eliminate that one, bro.
I'm okay with that. Like I really like the shoe, but I like the story behind it. I like that he's getting homage from Nike, but it is like one of those shoes that I could see somebody just collecting it because they grew up watching Kobe. And they would just have it like as like a display item. So.
No, yeah, and like I'm not trying to like, because I know some people might like get upset at that, but I'm like, dude, like it's all respect to Kobe, R.I.P. to one of the greatest players of all time, and like that shoe means a lot, and like I know what it means, but again, like I'm looking at the average person who's gonna want to wear these, and like again, we don't see people really wearing these. Yeah, like all these other shoes that we all listed, like we see people wear all the time. So it's like, no one's out here rocking those. Some people might argue, but
I think a lot of people. I think it is like a sentimental thing.
It for sure has a lot of sentimental. That's the same reason I feel like that we're kind of towards the Turtle Doves, putting it towards there because we have sentimental value for somebody who like. I think we were starting to get more and more into the sneaker game around that time, and that's why for us it means a lot more for sure. Like, but Dodger Dunks at number 5, number 6 we had Turtle Doves, and then number 7. What else do you have on your list? You said.
Had the Taxi Toe Jordans.
Okay.
The Bad Bunnies. At 10, the New Balance protection pack. We had that one as well. And then, we already went through the Jackie Robinson dunks. Do you want to put them on there?
I think. I feel like I can't, bro. I feel like I can't. I just can't.
What do you got? He's got the Brooklyn, the Fire Reds.
Okay, for the New Balance, I think we should keep at 10.
We'll put that at 10.
Okay, so New Balance should stay at 10.
Okay.
And so then we're just looking at basically 7, 8, and 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Do you want the Taxi Toes at 9?
We can do 9. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do Taxis because I was considering them at number 9.
It's a good shoe.
Taxis at number 9. At number 8.
Okay, what do we got left?
7 and 8. We got to do 7 and 8 because number 6 is Turtle Doves. Number 5 is Dodger Dunks. Number 4, Orange Lobsters. Number 3, Union Dunks. Number 2, Low Reverse Mochas. And number 1, Lost and Found. So we're still in between that 7 and 8 spot. What else did you have? You said
got the Bad Bunnies and the New Balance protection pack. I can get rid of the Bad Bunnies. I feel like I wish it was more in the conversation of like sneaker culture, but I understand, Adidas hasn't really been pushing his shoes and stuff, so I would take it off there. I still like the shoe a lot.
I think I have an idea. What do you think about the Fire Red 3s? You think it deserves top 10?
Yeah, we can put it at like what do we have open right now?
7 and 8.
We'll put it at 8. You want it at 7?
I do want it at 7, but we can leave it. We can leave it at 8. Okay, I'll eliminate my Brooklyns because, again, due to that price point, I know some people might argue. I feel like people would grind harder on some Travis Scott's more than like an Off-White, like especially the green color. It's a little harder to wear, so I can see people not passing up on that. Okay.
We got one left.
We got number 7.
I'd leave the New Balances.
We put those at 10.
Oh, we did, huh? I can't see.
10, 9, 8.
Oh, I guess we could. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll put the military blocks. Put those at 7.
Let's do it. Wow.
It's a good shoe. Guys. I didn't want to put it on my list, but you cannot deny how good that shoe's done for everybody.
That's what I'm saying, bro. People were like not hating, but like I think people kind of like felt like it was just such a general release, but I feel like that's what made it so like good.
Yeah,
it's like you can just buy them. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wanted them, you can get them.
And it was a good colorway. It goes with
it's such an easy colorway to wear too, and like the wearabilities is like insane. Like it's just like you can just get more wear out of them. Some people would argue that it's a lazy colorway, but
because there was the blue there was a blue version as well.
Yeah, but I mean they executed it properly because they could have messed it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they did it right. And I mean it's hard to mess it up though. But but Nike has proven us wrong before. So
true.
Okay, so I'm gonna write this back down because I need to have this memorized.
He needs to see this in his head. He has to write it down. Honorable mentions. I'm trying to think of any other shoes that were like really cool this year. What have we got? The green beans. Those such a good. I'm kidding, guys. The Phantoms. We actually did not even talk about the Phantoms.
Oh, those come out already, or
they already came out? Yeah.
When did they drop?
Last week. Remember? We went for them. But yeah, the Travis Scott Phantoms. We didn't really bring them up because it's just a black shoe.
Yeah,
I think if they would have done the swoosh white, it would have gave it like a little more character. But besides that, it's just one of those shoes that it's kind of going down in price right now as well. But it's just a black shoe. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't like really do much for me. I don't know. How do you feel about the Black Phantoms?
I don't like them.
Damn.
I was saying that. Remember, I feel like we don't need a shoe. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah, like if you want to make a black cat Travis Scott, that's chill. But like again, I wish they would have done something with this reverse swoosh, just to really make it pop. But
got it. I'm gonna run it back in order.
All right.
From number 10, New Balance 2002 Protection Pack.
Fire.
Number 9, the Jordan 1 Taxis.
Love that shoe.
Number 8, Fire Red 3s.
Crazy. It's a good shoe too, guys.
Number 8 is Fire Red 3s. I mean, I thought they would be higher, but I'm fine with that. Number 8. Number 7, Military Blacks. Number 6,
Turtle
Yeezy 350. Turtle Dove.
Turtle Dove.
Turtle Dove.
Retro.
Number 5, the Dodger Dunks SBs. Wow. They made it to top 5. Number 4.
I don't know if we just really like those shoes so much.
I do. I really do like those shoes. Number 4.
I do like them so much.
The Orange Lobsters. And it's crazy because I just realized we put Orange Lobster and Dodger Dunks like right next to each other. And they're both SBs. So but Dunks have been coming in hard, bro. Like, and we got to respect that. So, and then we have another dunk right above it.
Yeah, the Dunks.
Union Dunks. So we have Union Dunks, Orange Lobsters, and Dodger Dunks right there. So number 3, we have the Union Dunks. And then number 2, the Travis Scott Low Reverse Mochas. I honestly never thought that we would have another one in our list, but here it is at number 2.
Yeah, it's back.
And number 1, the Jordan 1 Lost and Found. Hey, that one was easy. Like, I just, like I said, nothing got us more excited, I feel like, than this shoe.
Yeah, and I think I just haven't had that feeling of like, really, like just like the lore behind everything that was going on. It was just so cool.
Everything was so cool. Like, like the whole, like the struggle, the backdooring, the molds, and like it just kept nonstop. Like things are just happening and prices, and then they started going back up, and we're like, everybody was like, dude, it was supposed to be less than that, but hey. It was a good year. Yeah. Anything else that you wanted to add on as far as like any other shoes or anything else, or the year's ending, guys. We really do appreciate everything. This is going to be our 11th episode, right? Yeah. 11th episode. So hope to be doing more. Hopefully we can do another like 50 next year.
That'd be sick.
We'll be in episode 50. We appreciate everybody who's rocking with us. Any new subscribers, anybody who like just found us through like most of them people are finding us through just some shorts, right? Yeah. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram at Shoebox PNW. And I want to end it with what's one thing that you learned during this whole journey of like the Shoebox podcast and the journey of like just social media, I guess.
You just gotta have really thick skin.
Yeah.
No, you just gotta. I think it's just consistency. That's really what it is.
So
just working on it all the time, just trying to get better, just trying to be, posting as much as you can. I think that's really what I've learned, like doing social media is you just got to be active with it and just have the energy and the passion for it.
Yeah, I think for me, it's been definitely having thick skin because you're putting your face out there.
Yeah.
But also, I think the last thing that I would say about this year as far as social is that you just can't stop. You got to same thing that you're saying. It's just there'll be times where you feel like dang, it's so much time you're putting into, and some videos might not do as good as we want to. You know what I mean? We might think it's one of the best videos that we ever made.
Yeah.
And we're looking at maybe 200 views. Yeah. And we sit back and we're kind of like, upset about it a little bit. And it could kind of demote you sometimes. Yeah. But you got to remember, hey, the next video we get might have 500,000 views.
Yeah.
And that's the most views we got this year. And I'm really excited about that. And, it's hard to, like I said, I think that other thing, too, is, jumping over that milestone is always trying to beat yourself on, all these, views and stuff like that, too. So, but I think that wraps it.
Yeah. Again, we're going to keep everybody posted about SneakerCon.
Oh, yeah.
Just quick reminder, but we'll be doing more stuff about that when we get closer to the SneakerCon in Seattle.
I was thinking about doing maybe some, giveaways and stuff like that. But... again, we'll give more. We'll give more, guys.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.